You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Chosen After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Chosen After Show.
Murder, murder, sex, sex, murder, murder.
Aw, yeah, internet.
Murder.
What's going on, everybody?
Sex, murder.
Yeah, you dropped that beat. It feels good. Hey, everybody, this is AFTERBUZZ TV. We're talking Chosen, the season finale, episode 10, the Battle of Broken Spear. And what a battle it was, guys. Let's go around the table and introduce ourselves real quick. I'm Greg Goodness.
I'm Roya Taheri.
Ooh,
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm Scott Moore.
I'm Zach Wilson.
And guys, even though Zach is acting very upset right now,
Very aggressive.
we have no reason to be upset. We are thrilled tonight because we are going to be speaking with Adam Toews. And if you guys have been following all the Chosen crew on Twitter, you know him as the animation director over on Chosen. Adam, are you on the line?
I am here. Yes. Hello, guys.
Hey, Adam.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, it's going well. How are you all doing?
Doing fantastic. Just thrilled to be wrapping up the season of Chosen here. First off, congratulations for a couple of reasons. Number one on Chosen.
Thank you.
Also, I understand that it's your birthday.
It is also my birthday. I made sure that when they were going to show the premiere that it lined up exactly like that. There was no other.
Happy birthday to you.
We had to wrap those two into one.
birthday
Well, again,
to
congratulations, Adam. And we also got to say thank you. Oh, Phil, cut that out. We also got to say thanks for, obviously we're big fans. Thanks for delivering a product that looks great. It really adds a lot to the show. We've been digging it the whole season. So, again, thank you. Just a general round of applause to you there.
Oh, absolutely, guys. It's a pleasure. And I mean, really, I have to give a shout-out to everybody at Floyd County because I am certainly a part of the whole production process. But, without all those guys, it certainly wouldn't be looking nearly as good as it does.
Great, great.
It really was a fantastic finale. Delivered everything I think we were hoping for.
Well, it's interesting, too, because listening to your guys' predictions from last week, as each person went through the predictions, I went, yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. It seemed like everybody hit a specific point that was going to happen in the finale, so it seems like it delivered on all fronts.
Yeah, no, we were definitely thrilled with it. It was a hilarious episode. It looked great, so congratulations on all around there. So we talked a little bit about Floyd County. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, how you ended up there.
Sure. Yeah. It's. I guess I'll try to be brief as I can.
Yeah.
But I originally started in Atlanta, working at Radical Axis, doing stuff for Aqua Teen and Squidbillies, both Adult Swim shows. And then Archer got picked up for a first season, and they actually needed a little bit of help just with housing and trying to get their feet under them because they were originally 70-30. And then they came back strong for Archer with Floyd County Productions. So ended up swinging over for them on season 1 and did season 1 through 4 working on Archer as the lead illustrator. And then we had the unfortunately short-lived unsupervised roll through the production house. And after that, we just had kind of a bunch of Flash animators hanging around. And having a history in doing Flash animation with, again, Squidbillies and some other small pilots at Radical, it just kind of shook out that me swinging over to Chosen was a good fit. And, after we worked on the pilot for, close to probably a year, Todd Redner, who is the official animation director on Chosen, was helping lead that up with Jeff Fastner, another art director over at Floyd County, and by the time we got the official green light, go ahead on the season, they kind of shifted some things around. People moved on to other projects, and I landed as art director on Chozen.
Wow. Well, that's certainly an awesome journey.
Yeah.
Now, so you've worked on Archer in the past. You've worked on Squidbillies. I mean, obviously this show looks a lot different than those two, but have you taken anything from those shows into Chozen, or have you learned anything maybe off of those that you brought into the show?
Yeah, actually, that's a great question, too. Squidbillies was an all-flash show, more or less. It had a really loose kind of lucid style to it. You know, some really great, fun characters in that show. And then Archer is kind of a whole different beast unto itself in terms of pipeline and process and production. The fact that we can turn over, in terms of quality, what we actually do and the amount of time that we're given, everyone's got to be real efficient, real quick, knowing exactly what they're doing. So when it comes to Chozen, taking the experience, again, from previous Flash shows and kind of pushing the program almost till you break it, just to see what you can get, on top of kind of the structured pipeline that Archer offers. Everybody, especially at Floyd County, most people either coming from some kind of Flash background or from the Archer pipeline itself, they just kind of melded together, and everything kind of was pumping on all cylinders once we started up on the season. And I'm sure you guys have seen, just from the very beginning of the season all the way up till the finale, just kind of the leaps and bounds and kind of things that we tried out and how it actually ended up in the season finale. You know, I'm incredibly proud of the team and everybody working on that show, because people put in some long, hard hours to make it look as good as it did.
It definitely shows. I mean, we were all kind of marveling at the trip during this episode, how fantastic all that looked. And again, we were talking last week about the music video, the sort of Russian propaganda and style music video, which just looked absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, so
obviously sinking a lot of
that
hours.
That one was actually great.
Yeah?
The 109 one in particular, that one was really fun. Because working with Rough House and Grant and Tom and the rest of the Rough House crew, as the seasons progressed, you know, we kind of, everybody figured out how they were communicating and figured out exactly what they wanted from each episode. And 109 was an example where they had an idea, they wanted to do a Russian propaganda bit, and you know, immediately when we read the script, everyone got real excited about it. And we said, oh man, we got this great idea where, you know, as Chozen starts off, it's all these posters and this smog and the smoke, and we'll do reference for all these propaganda posters, and we sent them a really quick, you know, sketch up picture of Chozen, you know, wearing some Russian hat and kind of soldier outfit, and they were instantly like, yeah, go for it, that sounds great. So we kind of got free reins, gates open on that one, and I think it really shows through when you watch the episode front to back.
Yeah, and really just all the music videos in general throughout the season, we thought each had their own individual style, and they each really stand apart on their own. Now, is that something that typically you would go and approach Grant about, or does Grant come to you with an idea? Is there sort of a collaboration between the two of you?
Yeah. Grant always has really, really great ideas off the top. We usually get a script, and we'll see, just in script form, kind of the idea and the form that he's going for. He'll throw down some really rough scratch lyrics for us to work with. And from there, we'll kind of take it and we'll go through the storyboards. And me and my assistant art director, Adam Ford, we'll run through and we'll try to bust out some ideas, and we'll try to think of how it's going to fit together. And usually goes back and forth of 2 or 3 rounds, and we kind of hammer things out, smooth things out, and like as you guys see, you know, right at the end, it all kind of comes together towards a pretty collaborative process in terms of result and final product.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, it absolutely looked great. I know that Roya had a quick question that she's had on her mind burning.
Yeah, where did you get the man teddy bear from? Do you dream about that? Is that
where did we get what?
The man teddy bear from? Did you just like daydream about that kind of situation? You're like, I want that in.
It's very interesting what does and doesn't make it through. You know, we'll be looking at a music video. I mean, even for example, you go all the way back to the pilot, you know, with the dancing teddy bears, and that was originally, like I said, Todd Redner was working on that episode for a long time. And back when we first started, they would say, oh, yeah, we have this is the idea we got. Do you guys have any thoughts on it? And so it was kind of more lucid, and we would throw ideas out that we think were great. And sometimes they come back and they're like, are you kidding me? How could we even think that would make it onto TV? But, that's kind of, I think, a testament to, making it all the way up to the finale and how kind of slick the machine is moving now. We'll come up with an idea because we know it's something that Grant might want. And I think vice versa. Sometimes we'll surprise Grant and throw him an idea that he didn't see coming, and he'll go, oh, yeah, no, that totally works.
Now, in that round of ideas that you're pitching out that don't make it onto air, I've always been curious about this because so much goes into each episode that I always think, like, man, they were able to actually get that on the air. Like the spider shooting out web onto the castle in particular I'm thinking of. Like, has there ever been anything that you tried to put on the air that's either FX or someone else was like, no, we can't do this. This is too much. That's
actually you brought up the one specific point, actually. The Spider Queen was actually way worse.
Oh, God. Wow.
Possibly hard to believe. But no, I would say that in the original iteration, there was a lot more stroking happening than what actually ended up getting on air.
Beautiful. Well, I hope maybe like a DVD extra.
It's pretty much. I mean, it's pretty much. They'll say just go for it. I mean, Grant and Tom especially. They'll come up with an idea that we'll even read in the script, and just everybody in the script read is kind of like, ooh, I don't know if we can do that. But they're kind of just like, no, go ahead, do it. Wait till it gets to standards and practices. They'll tell us that we can't. So they usually encourage us to push the envelope to its limit.
Awesome.
That's great.
That's something I think Chozen does a lot.
Yes. Absolutely. We see a whole lot of Chozen.
One would say he might have perfected the art of pushing the envelope.
So this is a pretty broad question, but I'm going to put you on the spot here. What was your favorite sequence to animate this season?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Pick your favorite child.
I would say that... Could I do a top three? Could I do my top three favorites?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I would say the top three favorite moments kind of through the course of the season. The first one that comes to mind is the director sequence, the music video, where we got to do all the little homages to all of these movie flashbacks. I think that episode in particular is an example of when the studio kind of figured out visually what they were trying to do. We had all these ideas of what everything should look like, and everybody kind of putting in their really good opinions and ideas on things. And that episode, I think, for our music video, really came together. So I really liked doing that one. And then the last two episodes, 9 and 10. Episode 9, I think, just from an art direction standpoint, top to bottom, really, really happy with that episode. I think visually it really looks great, and the script was killer. And then this last one with the rap cue, it's interesting. There were a lot of challenges in the finale that I think might not have been readily apparent. Just looking at the episode, when we first got the script, we looked at it and said, a music festival? Oh my God, that's hundreds of thousands of drones just meandering in the background. How are we ever going to tackle that? So even just in the finale, we had a whole unit of animators that would normally be, animating Chozen and the main characters, just exclusively on drones, a whole drone unit.
Oh, wow.
So our original vision of the final rap battle, was, way more video screens and had more explosions and pyrotechnics and like a big, Black Peas concert or Kanye West or like something really big and over the top.
Right.
And then just you look at the clock and you go, oh, great, we got a week. How are we going to wrap this one up?
Yeah.
But, I mean, even with that said, the whole kind of dynamic at the end with the rap battle, you had Phantasm kind of bathed in this red light like he was being demonized by Troy at the controls, and then you get it to Chozen. It's kind of this lens flare celebrity, but this angelic white and this blue. So that kind of contrast at the end. So that one, again, from art direction to the animation, my hat goes off to the entire animation team, and our leads, Jason Walling, Victoria Alexander, both just phenomenal animators leading a wonderful, wonderful team. I mean, just when you see Phantasm take those first steps down the stage and just the swagger he has, you know, the hairs in the back of your neck stand up, it looks so good.
Yeah, no, we were definitely feeling it at the end because it's all leading up to this one moment, and it paid off. It felt really good.
Yeah, that's what we were saying off screen before. But I had one quick question. It's Scott here, Adam. Yeah, what kind of lead time do you guys have with animation once it comes to when the script is pretty much locked? How much time do you guys have to work with before it has to move on?
Sure, yeah. We normally get the script, and it's interesting because everything's kind of rolling right on top of each other. So at any given time, you know, we're juggling 3 to 4 episodes all at the same time in different phases. So we'll get the script, and then we normally spend, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks on storyboards. And that's, you know, from the first pass to Roughhouse seeing it, to our editor, Pierce Serrato, cutting it together. We give that animatic to Roughhouse. They'll tweak it again. So again, 3 weeks for roundabout for storyboards. Then it goes to animation, and we usually do about a month. You have about 2 weeks for key animation, and then 2 weeks for tween animation. And then from there, it goes to our composite team, and the compositors basically take all of our animation scratchings and put it together into a program and put all that glitz and shine on top of that. And that takes probably another 2.5 weeks. So start to finish, about a month and a half, between a month and a half, 2 months, depending on the complexity, start to finish. And then you have a finalized episode of Chozen.
That's pretty impressive, actually. Just it's a pretty short timeline, considering what goes into it.
It is. I think you could sit any one of our animators and employees at Floyd County down and go, so you guys move quick, huh? I think they would all probably laugh in some capacity.
A lot of Red Bull, a lot of coffee. Right. I'm willing to bet, right?
Oh, absolutely. We should sponsor those guys.
Well, you guys have any other questions? I know that you're at your birthday party, so I don't want to keep you too long here. Do any of you guys have any other questions?
Oh, no, by all means.
All right.
I actually have
Please, it's just me and a glass of whiskey, just hanging out with you guys.
Oh, perfect.
Don't lie, Adam. You know it's a gummy bear shot. Come on.
Okay. I didn't know that I could admit it. I didn't think that I was strictly Chozen. I didn't know we were going to be talking about that.
No. So I got a quick question. Phantasm, friend. Phantasm. Sorry, I like. He's my Tasm. I know. I got really excited.
Disney character.
Why does he look the way he does? Because it's been bothering me since season 1 of what he looks like. Because you remember, episode 1 of how he reminds me of like Street Fighter, or kind of a mix of someone. But no one else looks like him. So why does he look the way he does? Can you answer?
Yeah, I think it's very interesting. We had a character designer, Domo Stanton, who was working in our design department for a good long time, put together those original designs, and I think the original design of Phantasm was, and he even still retains a lot of it, but he's very angular. Every part of him seems to come to a point. He's very an aggressive, visual-looking character. And I think that was kind of a prevailing theme that through all of his iterations early on just kind of stuck. It just seemed like he was such a prickly character from the beginning that, he's got those super pronounced cheekbones, and his haircut again, the very flattering blade-style flat top, very cool looking. In terms of why he keeps his image that way, I mean, I don't know. I suppose stranger things exist in hip-hop rap culture these days.
No, he certainly looks the part of a villain, which is very cool.
Like you said, the angular features and everything definitely add to that.
You talked a little bit You talked a little bit earlier about how it was really difficult to animate this latest festival scene because there was so much going on. Was there anything else in this past season that, there was something that maybe Grant wanted to do or something that the script called for that for whatever reason you just had to put the kibosh on? You had to say, no, like we don't have the resources for this. We don't have the time. This is too crazy.
Yeah. It's actually interesting. Because everything that Grant will shoot over to us, we're very, very eager to take a stab at. I think that our producers, Eric Sims and Pat Piper, probably have heart attacks on the regular when they get the script and we go, oh, no, yeah, let's do that. And they compare our enthusiasm to the budget and they go, well, maybe we have another conversation about that. So it is every episode, I think, is a very interesting and unique battle to get exactly what Grant's trying to hit, coupled with, you do have a deadline and there is a budget and you want to make sure your employees can go home and see their family and loved ones at a reasonable hour. So what can you accomplish in that amount of time? But yeah, I would say, though, maybe in particular, the music videos probably usually start off the most ambitious. And I think those are the ones that we normally have to go, okay, well, you guys gave us X, Y, and Z. We can fit X and Y in half of Z. And then that's kind of when the compromising starts happening. And the end result usually ends up looking pretty slick.
Yeah, no, they've all looked great so far. Yeah. So I haven't been able to tell what you're cutting, if that's of any consolation. But yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. All right, you guys got anything else here? I think that we're gonna let you go and enjoy your the rest of your birthday, Adam. Again, thank you so much for getting on the line with us here and chatting it up with us. It's been really informative, and also, again, just a beautiful, beautiful show and a great season.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congrats to all of you guys. It was wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much, and I would like to say thank you to you guys too for watching the show. If it ain't for you guys, then what are we doing, right?
Oh, of course. Well, we love it, so we're getting enjoyment out of it. But yeah,
wonderful. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. You have a
good night. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you guys.
Take it easy. All right, everybody, that was Adam Toews. He is the animation director over at Chozen, and what a fantastic, swell guy. And now I know a ton of things that I previously did not know about Chozen. Never in a million years. Like, it just sort of glosses over my head that, like, oh, yeah, you have to animate, like, 1,000 people just sort of wandering around.
You don't think about that kind of stuff there.
No, you just take it all for granted. How selfish we are, you guys.
But it was a totally awesome music festival.
Oh,
which
fantastic.
Has a cactus with a penis on it. Shaped penis.
A cactus at attention.
Where did you see that? Well, that was
wait, you didn't see it?
Thank you.
Hello?
Greg and I both missed it. Well, I think that it's pretty clear.
Well, that answers that question there. Yes, right, exactly. That answers that.
Yeah, the room is easily divided.
It is.
No, but you're absolutely a beautiful music festival. Beautiful way to sort of cap off the season. Really a whole lot of fun. I think that we touched on it a little bit in the interview here, but man, I was actually sort of feeling that rap battle at the end. Like, when we actually got in there and we hit Chozen with that cool blue and we hit Phantasm with those harsh reds, like, I was feeling it, you guys. Like, because, correct me if I'm wrong, we've been building up to this for the entire season. Every single time we go into the prediction section, we say, oh, next episode, it's going to be it. Next episode is going to be it. And it's hard to live up to that sort of building, that expectation, right? But
it was good. Like, all the build up in the episode with the flashback and the journey and everything just culminating on stage with the battle. Like, we were like, yeah, kick his ass, Chozen.
Now, how many movie and game references did you guys count in this episode?
Oh my God, I lost track.
I lost space,
track.
Yeah.
I was dying, though.
Yeah.
Well, we had Jason and the Agronauts, whatever. We had
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed as a video game.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed, we had Lost.
Superman.
Yep, Superman.
Clash of the Titans.
Terminator.
Right.
Yeah.
A little bit of Terminator.
Wait, which one was Lost?
But
When he
he's
flies through the
flying and
plane.
then
Busts
he
through the
breaks
Oceanic
over.
Airlines plane.
That was the
Where it all
So I
begins.
caught to the
Yes.
cactus with a penis, but I didn't
know.
see the Lost reference.
This is where we.
But I got that one too, though. So
I instantly saw the plane. I was like,
yeah.
And that, again, all just builds up to what a great finale this was
Yeah.
for the season, because we're hitting on so many of those old references.
oh,
We
High
know-
Noon.
Yeah,
Yeah, High Noon. That's
No,
right.
was that High Noon or was that
Yeah.
Tombstone?
It was black and white, so I
yeah,
assumed
Was it
it
black
was
and
High
white?
Noon.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
I
black and
assumed
white,
it was
was
High
it?
Noon, but it could have. I guess it could have been
It
Tombstone.
was a standoff.
black and
Oh
white?
man, I wish we could have asked him now because I want to know which one it was now.
It was either black and
No,
white
the
or
black and white was
very
King
deep
Kong.
sepia.
Okay.
It was definitely black and white for King Kong.
It
And
was.
Ryan
Yeah.
Gosling.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling. That was fantastic.
I love it. Still had his beard or his goatee.
Yeah, that was so great.
But we did hit on, not to get a little bit off track here, but we hit a lot of sort of recurring things that we've seen throughout the season. We saw his love of loss coming through. We saw, I think, a little bit of Ricky and Tracy coming
We did,
through.
which we had been talking about all season, and it was great to have all those characters kind of back. You know, having Tracy back again because she's been out for a few episodes, and Troy back, and you know, pretty much the whole main gang was
That
back.
hurt. That hurt when Tracy was just like, Kai?
Yeah,
Yeah, she just swoops in.
Oh, my heart.
yeah.
Ricky almost had it. She
He
had
was
the horny
right
eyes going on.
there.
But let's not forget Nick Swartzen's character, who is also still pursuing Tracy.
Yes.
Yeah, and I've been shipping the two
Yeah.
of them for a while.
You've been trying to make that happen, and it's just not. It's just not gonna happen, man. It's Ricky and Tracy.
He's a man, but still a boy.
Still boy. Yeah.
Still part boy.
Yes.
Probably mostly.
He was pretty valiant, though, in his dogged pursuit of getting away from
Oh,
Yeah.
Phantasm.
that was
Yes.
hilarious. Assassin's Creed is bullshit.
It took me a second to figure it out because I was like, why
too.
did everything go black and white all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
saw it, and I saw his hood, and I just yelled out Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I didn't
It was
get it
so
as quick.
satisfying.
I thought it was Metal Gear. I thought that was a reference to the very first one because you know when they're hiding or when you're hiding it's black and white and then when they catch you it's like boo doop. But I guess there would have been an exclamation point over his head, right? You guys keep looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm just gonna mention the cactus with the penis. That's all I'm gonna mention.
I know what you're. I know what you're talking
getting to.
about.
Yes, I
It was the white hoodie that I
I
was
know.
like.
I
It was
forgot.
great. It was great.
Now, if he had been under a
too
box, if he had been shuffling along, then I would have been like, okay, Metal Gear Solid or something.
Under a
But-
box.
He ran out of boxes. Okay. Hawk swing.
The,
I'm just gonna throw random words at you.
I like the festival overall, though, because they really captured that vibe of an outdoor festival.
Right. It had
too.
that kind of Coachella, you know, out in the desert.
And it was no accident that it
Vibe.
came out now, where like Coachella's starting in like a
Right.
week.
Yeah, it's all booting up for festival season. I think what really sold me on it, the attention to detail, was vegan burritos in the background.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. That's
I was
awesome.
That was
all
pretty
right,
great.
yeah, this is like an authentic, modern. I can see this. A lot of love.
And the $36 for beer.
Oh
The
yeah.
festival.
That was not even.
That was,
It was not even an exaggeration.
yeah, that's what I'm
That-
saying. Like modern.
Yeah.
If anything,
even at
they got those
Disneyland.
at a steal. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
3 beers
Discount.
for $36 at a festival.
Discount.
Yeah.
But see, now my question is, I thought they were getting free beers because even when they were in the tent, that Ricky and they were drinking beers.
Because they were in like the green room before the show.
Oh, so you only get it in that time. Sorry, I've never been VIP before in a festival.
Yeah, let me explain that.
Just in a festival everywhere else.
Well, let me explain how I know that not from being a VIP, but from being not able to get that
Oh,
VIP.
they're gonna say being
So
VIP
I'm like-
adjacent.
They're like, you can get beer over there, sir.
And also,
This beer is for talented people only.
I think a lot of us have been PAs before. We certainly stocked our fair share of green
yeah.
rooms and that sort of thing. I think that, yeah, ultimately, once Chozen bombed the first time on stage, they got cut off. They said your access to free beer has been squashed.
Denied.
I'm surprised. I mean, I'm glad they didn't make him pee his pants, but I'm surprised he didn't pee his pants on stage. I don't know why. Maybe because we were still trying to figure it out.
Well, we got two
Sorry, you guys
different
just went
people
into my brain
peeing
in
their
that moment.
pants on stage in this episode. Did you need more?
We had a
It's
younger
cool.
version.
It's cool to pee your pants, guys. All the cool kids do it.
Right.
Nice throwback. Nice Billy Madison reference.
Yeah.
We're hitting all the movie references tonight.
geez.
We're going to hit every single movie ever made tonight, you guys. Man, oh man.
Well, where can we find movies?
Where? Oh, I don't know. Hollywood Video, that's still a thing, right? You could go to your local
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster
Just don't forget
chain.
to rewind your VHS.
That's right.
But
Be kind and rewind.
I suppose if you don't have a VHS player or a Betamax player or a Laserdisc player for that matter, you could go on this thing called the internet. And on the internet is located a lovely little program called iTunes. And you can find movies, you can find music, but most importantly, above all those other things, you can find podcasts. What's a podcast?
What?
This is a podcast. You're listening to one. But you don't have to just listen to Chosen. No, you can check out all the AfterBuzz shows. We got Desperate Housewives, not anymore. No, actually, here's the thing.
Where did that come from?
Is we do have Desperate Housewives. They're in the archive. So you could go back, and if you're just catching up on Desperate Housewives for the first time, you could listen to it. I am not incorrect, you guys.
No, you're not. You're absolutely
Right.
What I meant to say was Real Housewives. In whatever various incarnation it is in.
In fairness,
now.
they're probably pretty desperate on that show, too.
Yes.
You can check out everything. You can check out our other AfterBuzz show. You can check out Archer. But most importantly, what we ask of you guys is if you like us, even if you don't, rate, comment, tell us what you think, tell us what you want more of, what you want less of, that sort of thing. Through some crazy algorithm that I say every single week, I will never understand. It helps keep the lights on in here. So rate, comment. We really do appreciate it. And you can even do it on YouTube, as a couple of people did this past week. We got to give a shout out to Without Remorse 12, who chipped in his opinion of what he thought was, or perhaps she, was his or her favorite episodes. Contraband and Family Weekend, I think, topping Without Remorse 12's list, which Family Weekend also fantastic episode in my humble opinion. And Gay Pride MC 420, who I guess is just Chosen, like that's just Chosen's screen name, must be. Says, I just discovered this after show. So happy to see the show has a nice little following. Yeah. Well, we appreciate you following our nice little following.
Yeah.
Gay Pride MC 420, which we're reading that on the air, Gay MC 420. So keep that in mind.
And real quick, one more plug-in, guys. If you don't have iTunes, which weird, but you have an iPhone or an Android, you can actually download our app on your phone, guys, for free, and listen to podcasts and or watch them. So check it out, AfterBuzz TV on your app page, thingy-majig.
Fantastic.
And on that note,
look, that's a lot of work, and I am not a detail-oriented man.
Right.
That was a great line. It was. I'm not detail-oriented. Just the Tower of Phantasm right in the background.
I'm a big picture person.
That was the biggest picture.
Right, it's your big picture.
It was literally the biggest picture at the festival. Oh, Chosen, how we love you so. And what else I loved about Chosen in this episode was his drug trip. We hit it, guys.
Yeah.
We hit the drug trip episode. It is inevitable in any animated series. The Simpsons does it. Family Guy does it. Archer did it.
Did the Jetsons?
The Jetsons was one giant.
I was just going to say, the Jetsons, the whole thing was.
A treadmill that walks a dog on its own.
And Rosie the robot? Come on.
That is absolute peyote nonsense right there.
The Jetsons is just Fred Flintstone's drug trip when he found the peyote plant.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's actually a very... Oh, man. I like a universe where this exists. I think you should map that out.
He already had the little green spaceman floating around him. We're not going down this track. We're not going down this track.
We're not acknowledging Kazoo. We're not acknowledging Kazoo.
I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry.
No, but what a fantastic drug journey this was, because we did get to see different animation stuff looking a little bit crazy. Chosen just tweaking out and choking on his own tongue is fantastic. Again, internet, make a gif of that, please.
I loved it going back and forth, like just cutting into him flying away Superman style. And just right back then digging in the dirt. Like, and then he crashes the oceanic plane and I'm dying.
You just let it take you. You just let it take you.
The whole scene with everybody with the s'mores and with the Butterfinger.
Have you guys had it with a Butterfinger?
No,
I've done Reese's before.
I haven't lived, I guess,
really
apparently,
good.
because Butterfinger is where it's at, apparently.
Well, Butterfinger is going to go up. Just saying, it's going to sell. The product is going to go after this. Just saying, it's going to be sold out on shelves, and you're going to know why.
Seems too crunchy for s'mores.
I think that I'm going to prove
Shenanigans.
you wrong.
Yeah.
We're going to find
know.
out.
You got a
I
perfect
Bring it
little
back.
round Reese's, fits right in there with the melted s'more marshmallow on top. I could talk all day about s'mores.
You're a
I know
s'more
you
connoisseur.
I really liked, all those three characters
Yeah.
coming in. First off, great impression. Just like stupid,
Oh,
over-the-top
Yeah.
impressions, but fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted it to
Oh,
be.
it was great.
The door's so far away, man.
What's it to be so far away?
Chosen lazy even in his drug trips. He could just fly over there. We already established this. What was Bruce Lee doing?
He's his spirit guide.
I guess so, in that he's fierce. He's a fighter.
Yeah.
It
Fighter,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Is he not your spirit guide?
No, I'm a weak and cowardly man. My spirit animal is like Eeyore, and maybe...
I was afraid you were going to say Elmo or something like that.
That's mine.
I'm sorry, Greg, because I know you so well. Eeyore as your spirit animal is just killing
Yeah.
me.
He's my whatever that Harry Potter term is.
Yes.
Eeyore is my patronus. And apparently Chosen's is that little Kronos owl from Jason and the Argonauts. So,
Yes.
although also we saw the return of,
Professor Snape.
well, not Professor Snape, although in a weird way, yes, it was
was.
the return of Professor Snape. We did get to see the return of Phantasm's weird menagerie of animals, his leopard and his camel.
Have
Yes,
we seen
his-
the
In his
full leopard?
Boot 110.
Yeah, his leopard was
Have
taking
we seen
a
it
dump
like
in,
full? Oh, that's right. That's
season
right.
and he'll come out when he's ready.
That sounds like my cat.
But Zach, you were talking about Professor Snape making the comeback in the dream sequence. Sorry, Scott.
That was Scott.
Zach. No one wants to take responsibility for this.
We're passing it back. It's actually you, Greg.
They talked. He said that he looked like
He looked like Professor Snape, yeah.
I apologize, guys. Everyone's talking at me. Now I'm just thinking of Eeyore in the back of my head. Point being that he
more
came back.
mysteries.
I love it. Exactly. More mysteries. And I think that what's important about having a cool drug trip episode is that ultimately does need to lead to something. Like, it can't just be there for the sake of being there.
Yeah.
And I thought that it was cool that they got to get this into the episode.
Yeah, there's like actually a meaningful moment there at the spelling bee.
Yeah, it's about me.
Yeah, I know. I love that.
Ain't no right and wrong in spelling.
Yes, there is. But no, it was good to see that because it all really did come together and make it come together, not just for this episode, but probably I think for the season so far.
Yeah, it was a great,
all,
Yeah.
kind of tied it all up right there.
I can do this. I'm the man.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay, little Chosen.
And it kind of showed where it all sort of began, too. You know, from the very beginning of their rivalry.
And it was just like a great moment because we always think about those everybody in
Yeah.
general thinks about those moments in their lives. They wish they could just like go back and
Yeah.
like talk to their younger self and be like, it's gonna be okay. Just like take a deep breath. This isn't the last time either of those things is gonna happen. You know?
Yeah.
Or you can go back and play up the importance of that moment. Like, listen, it's all downhill from here. Things get significantly worse.
So enjoy this
enjoy it
while
right
it
now.
lasts.
Yeah. But no, definitely a fun way to lead off the episode. Fun way to cap off, I think, the
Yeah.
entire season.
Yeah.
I was really happy with it.
I was, too.
Yeah, this
Great.
is definitely a show that's really grown since episode one. And it's been
Absolutely.
so fun watching the journey and really getting to these deep, deep belly laughs that we're getting in the tail off season. Not that we weren't getting them before, but man, oh man, the show has really come into its own.
Yeah.
It has. It's been very solid, as we talked about last week.
Especially the back half
episode.
of the season, like once they found their footing, and like Adam was saying, like once they I think the animators hit their stride with the writers and stuff. It just like they knew what they were doing, and they just full speed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you guys think we're gonna get more?
I hope so. A second
Hopefully.
season. Hashtag second season.
Yeah, they're teasing us right now. But
I think that leads us into the spooky theremin music that I crave so desperately.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So Zach, you started leading it off, so I'm going to put you in the hot seat.
I was actually
you ready? All right, then
no,
scratch it.
I forgot. No, you go ahead.
Well, we get the very end of the episode. Chosen's going back to jail because he just punched Phantasm in the face. So I guess it's aggravated assault or whatever. Or
Could
is it
be.
aggravated? I don't know what those
Some
words
sort of
mean.
assault.
But I'm gonna my prediction that I'll lay on the line is that he might go to jail for a moment, but I think they're going to, some minor record label is going to sign him and get him out of jail, or get him recording from jail.
Ooh, a from jail album. That's pretty bad.
But like not a big label, like something small that like, but he can take it, and then it's a journey of like working with low level producers and stuff like that.
Right. Scott?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he's gonna be in jail. It just would make it more interesting that he's back there again and he's got to deal with all that. And I think the dynamic between Ricky and Tracy is just gonna keep going, but they're never gonna quite hook up.
Troy and Tracy. Troy and Tracy.
See, I had a logical one, but I'm gonna go really crazy and kind of piggyback off of what you guys said. I think Justin Bieber is gonna be his savior, or someone like Justin Bieber, because if he can punch somebody and be all like, "I'm cool," what do you know?
Only if he
You know?
gets to like sit on him at the end of it.
They'll become lovers.
No,
I'm not saying Justin Bieber is gonna be. I'm just saying someone like Justin Bieber. Make fun.
Justin Bieber-esque. Okay.
Cactus with a.
Yep. I was just gonna say cactus with a K. Cactus at attention.
I'm also going to piggyback off of that prediction that the small record
Justin
label.
Bieber? Oh.
No, I'm leaving that one all to
That's
you.
just yours.
Going to piggyback off of the record label idea because I really like that. And I would love to see Chozen dropping like an EP or trying to get some sort of movement on that front. And maybe like we even see more of a villain emerge through the record label world, that there's someone trying to like stop his album from coming out or something like that.
I mean, because we say Phantasm just had like a major fall in a very public place.
Right.
Those festivals are a big deal.
Especially you're the main guy there.
Right.
Yeah.
Picture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He peed his pants.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
I just did it right now. What's wrong with that?
Well, on that note, everybody,
Cactus at attention.
first and foremost, again, big thank you to Adam Toews. What a swell guy. What an awesome guy for calling in what is very late on his side of America. So, again, thank you, not just for calling in, but also, again, for making the show look beautiful. If you guys want to find us, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Greg Goodness.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Hey Roya. That's HeyRoya.
And you can find me on the old Twitter at SMan80. That's SMAN80. And here on Sunday nights for the Cosmos After Show.
And I'm Zach Wilson. You can catch me here. You can catch me on Twitter at @ZachWilson. Also here at AfterBuzz on Grimm. Just did the season finale of Helix and on Resurrection.
Very cool stuff. And again, Internet, thank you, because you're why we do this. We appreciate your comments. All of you guys coming in and watching and listening and rating. It means a lot, and we hope to see you on other shows, and we hope to see you back for season 2. Take it easy, you guys.
Bye-bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Happy birthday, Adam!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.